Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the judge in the Trump trial, Judge Juan Merchan, he could be playing right into Trump's hands, and it would be a colossal mistake, according to one legal expert, and I'm about to tell you how. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Trump, I think, at this point is goading Judge Juan Merchan. I think he's poking at him. I think he's daring him to put him behind bars. Because I believe if he puts him behind bars, Trump's the next president of the United States. I think there would be such fury, such people being so furious about this that it would glide Trump right into the White House. But I'm not the only one who thinks so. One legal expert sat there and talked about this, and he said this would be a massive mistake for the judge if he were to put Trump behind bars. He went so far as to say there would be chaos, there would be civil unrest in the country if that happens. Now, I'm not sure of that. I would like to think that there wouldn't be civil unrest, but there would be protests. I think there would be, rightfully would be protests to stop our country from falling in any more into a banana republic than it already is. I want you to take a look at this video and let me know what you think about this and if he's correct. As always, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Donald Trump could be facing contempt charges. Prosecutors claiming he violated a gag order multiple times, one that bans him from talking about witnesses and jurors in the hush money trial. The former president using every chance he gets to air his familiar nonstop grievances.
Very bad thing. The whole world is watching this hoax. You got a DA that's out of control. You have a judge that's highly conflicted. The whole thing is a mess.
Panel's back. Elliot, I was talking to Joey Jackson yesterday, and he said, after that Truth Social post where he was quoting Jesse Waters and is sort of insinuating that people are lying their way into the jury, which prosecutors say that violates the gag order. Joey Jackson was saying maybe it's time for the judge to send a message to Trump, put him in the holding cell for a couple of hours, see if that changes his mood. What do you think?
Absolutely. The problem is that it's not clear how much authority that the judge has to just do that. The judge, at a minimum, has to have a hearing under New York state law. It's not the judge being weak or feckless or afraid of Donald Trump. The law says that there's a process that he has to follow. Now, the question is it civil contempt where you're trying to compel him to behave better in the future? Is it criminal contempt where you're locking him up for things he's done in the past, which is much harder and almost, in effect, requires a separate trial? My big question is, why is the judge waiting until the 23rd, I guess 4 days from now, to even have that hearing in the first place? He could have done so yesterday or today to really send that message that this is important to the court and this conduct needs to stop.
Yeah, Mark, I'm wondering, how does it change the race? We saw what happened when he had the mugshot. Yeah. That fired up his base, obviously. It wasn't really necessary at that point. It kind of wrapped up the nomination. But if he actually has to go into a holding jail cell, what does that do? Do we even know? I guess we don't know.
I don't think we know, but it really does put us between this rock and a hard place, right? And the rock is like, listen, he has done something that's wrong, and if it was any of us sitting at this table, would we be, held to a higher standard? Would we have to go, into that holding cell? I think that if he does go into this if that were to happen, first of all, I think you would probably see civil unrest across the country, certainly in some cities. That's one. And two, politically, if I'm the Biden campaign, I don't want to necessarily see him in jail because that's just going to get people more inflamed and more fired up. I don't think that's necessarily great for the country, even if we are bending the rules for some.
We're going to get you guys to weigh in on this in just a moment, but